Hello everyone, it's Ben at TV Parts Today. In front of me on the table we have a Samsung unit, model QN75QN85AAF. We're going to be doing a quick tutorial video on how to get the boards out of this unit. If you need help getting the back off of these screwless Samsung units, I'm going to have a video down below in the description that will help you walk through that entire process. And let's get into it. So the first step for the main board here, we're going to want to get all of these plugs and clips away. So first we're going to get our fingernail up underneath this guy, pop it up. We should just be able to walk that right out of there. This one's going to have two little pieces on the side that we want to pinch, and we just want to slowly walk that away from the board. You do see it kind of came out here at an angle. Pop it back in, try one more time. This guy is going to be similar to this one here. We are going to just pop up the flap with our fingernail. And that ribbon cable should just come right out of there. Do be careful with these, we don't want to damage them. So this clip right here, we're going to want to depress with our thumbnail. This should just come right away from the main board. This clip right here is going to be a similar style to this one. We're going to want to push down on those clips on the right and left side, and then slowly walk that out away from the main board. This ribbon cable connection is going to be similar to these two. We just want to pop it up with our fingernail, and then we want to walk that out of there. So these screwless Samsung models aren't going to have any screws actually in the main board itself. There is a small nubbin right here that we're going to want to very, very gently bend up on the main board to where the main board can pass over that little bump. And we're going to want to slide the whole thing out to where all the clips are loose, and that is your main board. This is the LED driver board. And the first step that we're going to want to do is get all of these connections around the outside away from the board. And we'll start that process by getting this tape lifted up. We do want to be careful that we're not causing any damage to the ribbon cable connections while we do this. And we can set this off to the side because we will want to get that back on there when we're putting this back together. Get this other piece of tape. Now we'll move on to these ribbon cable connections. We want to get our fingernail up underneath this flap and pop them up. Go ahead and do this guy too, same style. And then we can get these ribbon cable connections out of there. We do want to use a little bit of finesse. Be a little gentle with those that we don't cause any damage. And they should just slide right out of there. Might have to give them a little wiggle. After the ribbon cables are out, we're going to go after this plug. What we're going to do with this guy is squeeze down on the two clips on the right and left side, slowly walk it out of there, and you will see it kind of came out at an angle here. We can just pop it right back in, try one more time. And it comes right out and away. So there is no screws keeping this into the chassis. What we want to do is lift up very gently on the corner of the board and slide the whole board out, and it comes right away. And that's the LED driver. For the power supply board, the first step is going to be to get these two plugs out and away from the power supply. We're going to want to squeeze down on both sides of these little orange tabs here, which then lets the plug come out from the power supply. So I want to get those depressed, and it slides right out. Same thing with this guy. Squeeze the two sides. Very gently walk it away from the power supply, and that comes right out. There is a lock right here. We are going to want to very gently lift up on the board, just enough for it to slide up over that, and then the whole board should just slide out. So we do want to be very gentle with this. We don't want to cause any damage to the board, but we want to very gently lift it up over that lock, and give it a little bit of pressure, and the whole thing slides out, and that is the power supply board. All right, pretty easy stuff here today. If you have any more questions about TV repair or just questions in general for us here at TV Parts Today, I'm going to have a link down below to a subreddit that you can go to. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching another TV Parts Today repair video. If you have a question regarding your TV repair, post a comment and we will try to help. Don't forget, you can help us and stay up to date by subscribing, liking, and sharing our content. Also, check us out on Facebook.